Today we did some work with distributive property and multiplication. Now we're going to take a look at working backward. So what we have right here is 3x plus 6 is equivalent to what? So we're actually going to break this apart to make it look like what we had before we had distributive property. So what we need to do is find the GCF of 3 and 6. The greatest common factor, the largest number that goes into both 3 and 6 equally, would be 3. So what we're going to do is we're going to divide both terms by 3. 3 divided by 3 would give you x, because 3 divided by 3 is 1. 6 divided by 3 would give you 2. So this is what it would look like if it was expanded. Well, are we sure that we did this correctly? So let's go ahead and check by doing the distributive property. 3 times x is 3x. 3 times 2 is 6. And then I'm going to write that out, and you can see that it does match what we have up there. So 3x plus 6 is equivalent to 3 multiplied by the sum of x and 2. At another example, 4y plus 8. How can we break this apart using greatest common factor? We could divide both by 4, remembering that's going to get out here. 4y divided by 4 is y, because 4 divided by 4 is 1. If you feel comfortable, you can write the 1 there, but you don't need it. And 8 divided by 4 is 2. 12x plus 10. What's the greatest common factor of 12 and 10? 2. So 12 divided by 2 is 6x. 10 divided by 2 is 5. There's nothing common with 6 and 5 except for 1, so that works. I'm going to just double check. 12x and 10. Yep. And the last one, 6x and 3. That looks like it's just 3. 6 divided by 3 is 2x, and 3 divided by 3 is 1. Okay, that looks pretty easy. Here's one more I'm going to throw at you as a little challenge. What's the greatest common factor of 4 and 6? That's 2. What's common with x and x? Oh, that's an x. So we've got 2x, 2 plus 3. What can we do here? To be continued.